Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm working on a brand new Rivian R1S that came all the way from Texas to Florida for a high-level paintless dent repair. This customer actually drove this vehicle out here and then flew back home, dropped it off with me. And that's how important preserving the original paint was to him. May not be for everybody, but I can assure you that this is the highest quality repair that you can get out there, hands down. It's not going to change this vehicle in any way, and it's going to keep the value of the vehicle intact as well. So you immediately notice this thing is very kinked and kind of twisted, and the gaps are actually out of alignment. This is just a very deep impact, and most body shops, they want to cut right there and they want to cut down there and then replace the panel altogether. It's extremely invasive, so if you can preserve everything, it's going to be a way better situation. You can see our access holes. Factory access, we never drill holes in your car to fix the dents from the backside. We use whatever factory access is there. Those access holes are going to get us to the backside. Not going to be comfortable, but we're going to do whatever we can with our tools to get back there and slowly massage the metal back to its original shape. Now, before we do that though, we have to set up basically what we call a glue pull setup, where we put these hot glue tabs on the panel and actually extract some of the, or most of the dent, and basically bulk it out and get it ready before we go in there and start pushing from the backside. So that's going to save us some time doing it this way. This is actually a very, very complex dent, like I think I've mentioned, and requires a methodical approach. You can't just go in there swinging and popping out dents. It definitely takes a lot of thought, before you actually commit to doing certain things on this particular damage. When we invest the time into the setup and actually get it right, if we get it right, this repair should go fairly smoothly and take less time in the end. And to kind of give you an idea on how much time is involved on something like this, I believe I had over 20 hours of work into this and shaping this metal. And just like we are shaping the metal from the inside, we're also shaping from the outside, basically sculpting with these specialized tools that we're using from the outside as well. So, if you're shopping for a paintless dent repair technician, just understand that you are paying this technician that's doing the work for their experience, their many years of repetition to achieve a very high level quality of work. Definitely not a commodity service, and it's definitely not something that's mass produced. So you really want to make sure you invest a little time and do some research before you just hire anybody. You can see here we're actually putting some anti-corrosion protection on the back side, and that's going to ensure that there's no rusting that might occur down the road. So one last look at this dent, and here's the final product under the light reflection, and it came out beautifully. And this customer actually provided us with some touch-up paint for where the panels were rubbing against each other from the impact, and it just damaged the plastic edge of this hatch here, and we're just touching it up. It's a low visibility area, and he was able to live with some touch-up paint in that area. One last look at that nasty dent. Here's the after shot, the natural reflections. Original paint preserved, no cutting, no welding, no repainting, absolutely zero diminished value with this vehicle. And this is exactly why the owner chose to bring it all the way from Texas instead of taking it to a traditional body shop. It's an absolute no-brainer if your vehicle is a good candidate for this process. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I will see you on the next one.